everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be attempting to do our brows, powder, blush, bronzer, and eyeshadow using only one eyeshadow palette. I finally have the Transition palette by Dominique in my hands and I can't wait to unbox this with you guys. But first, I'm gonna go apply my foundation and my concealer off camera so that we can get to all the powders. Actually, I think the smartest thing to do is to go in with my eyebrows first. Way back in the day, I used to use powder for my eyebrows, and I used to like starting with my eyebrows because just in case I mess up, I can easily clean it up with some concealer. So let's unbox this palette right now. And here we go. And here she is. Oh, look how pretty. I love this little detail. Okay. Comes in a little wax paper. And here it is. Whoa, this packaging looks so good. It says a multi-use eye and face palette. Whoa, I love this packaging. Can you guys see that? I love that this brand does this. This palette was actually $48. And, oh, look at that. Right in there, it says keep life simple. I don't think the camera's picking it up. And there it is. Beautiful. This packaging is stunning. I'm gonna let you see first. Before me, there's the palette. Maybe let's take this off. Wow, how pretty. Like I said, let's start with our eyebrows. I'm actually gonna use a brush that I've never used before. It has an angled side that's for eyebrows, and then it has a spoolie on the other end. I mean, it has every single transition color that you could ask for. I am so excited to try this. Okay, so first I'm gonna brush through my eyebrows. I haven't done my eyebrows with powder in such a long time, so I'm gravitating towards mocha down here because hazelnut looks a little bit too warm and coffee beans looks too dark. So I think I'm just gonna go in for mocha, and I am going to do short strokes. I think I remember why I stopped using powder for my eyebrows. It just takes too long. And also you need a little bit of waxiness. But for an emergency, and you only have this palette, it works fine. Okay, so my eyebrows look pretty decent. Okay, I'm just setting them a little bit. Now I'm gonna go do my foundation and concealer, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm done with my foundation and concealer, it's time for some powder. Frothy is a little bit too light maybe, so I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Natural. Like I said, a full-size brush fits very comfortably in these shadows. And as always, you guys know the drill. This concealer creases like crazy, so I'm gonna set my face. I feel like I picked a good one. But by the feels of it, I don't think this is going to keep me from getting shiny. I do like the natural finish that it's giving me. Usually I go in with this big, gigantic brush. But let's be real, I'm just gonna get a bunch of shades in here, so I'm not even gonna try it. I am gonna use this Real Techniques blush brush though. It's a little bit bigger, but not too big, and I'm gonna try not to get into the neighboring shades. And then I'm gonna sweep this powder over the rest of my face. It's giving me like a demi-matte finish. Okay, so for bronzer slash contour, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. I think I'm gonna go into Toffee. I don't think there is a shade warm enough in here for me unless I mix it with hazelnut, but I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Toffee, and I'm gonna put it right here. This is a little too maybe dark or muddy for me, but I'm gonna try to use it sparingly. Okay, let's not freak out yet. What if we try caramel instead on the other side because this is a little muddy for my skin tone. I like my bronzer to be a little warm. I think caramel's better, but it's a little too light. That's okay. I have nowhere to go today, so we're just gonna do the two-tone. What if I mix them? Yeah, this is definitely too... Oh, no. I don't like this side. I like this side better. Okay, I mixed a little bit of toffee. Hopefully I don't look too crazy. Oh, it looks fine. It looks decent. But for next time, I'm probably gonna do this concoction right here. So basically, what I did is just dip one time into toffee, and then the rest of the product is caramel. So if you have medium skin, maybe try that. Especially if you have a warmer skin tone. This is too cool tone, and it makes it look muddy. Do you see the difference? This looks kind of okay. It's not spot on, but it's way better than this. For my nose, I'm gonna go into caramel and dip a little bit into toffee. Okay, I actually like this brush a lot for my nose. Using that same powder brush that I used earlier, which is actually a blush brush, I'm gonna go into blushing right here. That looks super pretty. And I'm gonna start at the back of my cheekbones and work my way to the front. I love this as a blush. Okay, I'm gonna go into caramel and mix it with toffee. With my normal powder, this doesn't usually happen. That as a powder alone is not gonna keep me from being shiny. Was I expecting it to? No. I think she did mention that some of these shades are repeats from the Latte palette and Latte 2, and one from the Lemonade palette. For a simple everyday face, this is basically what I do. Just a little bronzer, blush, brows. The same bronzer I use on my crease, and mascara, lip balm. I'm gonna go put on mascara and I'll be right back. Alright, so that is my full face using the transition palette. It's cute. It's a really great concept, but I think for the face, I'm gonna stick to my normal products that I use every day. I don't see a true need to dip into this eyeshadow palette unless it's like an emergency or something and I don't have any of my things and all I have is this, then it looks good. It looks pretty good. For medium skin, I do feel like there's a contour slash bronzing shade missing in between these two that's a little warmer, that's less muddy and not as light as this one. It's a good start, don't get me wrong. Maybe she'll come out with a transition too, but like I said, I mainly bought this because it's a beautiful neutral palette and I feel like this definitely has everything that you will need to create a beautiful eye. But today I mainly wanted to focus on the face. But like I said, if you were in a pinch of some sort, this isn't a bad product to use all over your face. I was able to achieve basically a full face with this palette, except for this muddy mess right here. Let me just turn this way. Would I do this every day? Absolutely not. I have my essentials already. But if you're buying this palette for the face and eye aspect, if you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend you using this powder. I'm already creasing right here. I don't think it's gonna give me any shine control whatsoever. To me, this is gonna be a great palette to incorporate with my other eyeshadows. The reason I'm so excited about this palette is because it literally just saved me so much money. I was actually gonna buy another palette from another brand that had, I think, like 9 neutral eyeshadows. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was like 3 times the price of this. Cannot wait to use this again. Next week, I'm gonna be uploading a video using this palette for an all matte Valentine's Day look. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for joining me in my first impressions of the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette. I will see you guys tomorrow.